Last year, I reported on the Mods. They're a young ranching couple in South Dakota who faced 20 years in prison and $500,000 in fines for the placement of a fence built before they were born. I have a whole video with details of the case pinned in my profile if you want to learn more. But their case comes up for trial April 29th, so we are running out of time. Charles and Heather are under a gag order. They can't speak to me, but a couple weeks ago, Heather's parents reached out to me, and I did a story on my website where they plead directly to the Trump administration to help in their daughter's case. Then I went ahead and spoke with all the neighbors I could out there in South Dakota, and they all told me the same thing. This is a wonderful family. They don't have a history of disputes with anyone, let alone the Forest Service. They're just good people. They have 2 kids that are 7 and 9 years old. They're community volunteers. They're just salt of the earth, hardworking Americans that do not deserve this. Neighbors also told me about a history of persecution and harassment by the Forest Service to local ranchers, and some pretty interesting stuff about NGOs, billionaires, big corporations who have a significant presence in that part of the prairie. Rumors of a proposed wilderness corridor, but that would require kicking the cattle ranchers out first. So either way, whether you believe that this is a bigger scheme or just a bad guy with a badge, this family deserves justice. And that's why I'm making this video. I reported all that for free on my website, and I have actually heard that the story is getting where it needs to in DC, which is great, but nothing's happened yet. So that's why I'm making this video. Mods have come to symbolize what ranchers in the United States have come to expect from the government over the last few decades. NGOs, environmental extremists, people with a lot of money are putting pressure on the last few remaining Americans who produce food for us. Less than 2% of Americans work in production ag. The federal government always seems to side with those entities over our producers, and that has to stop. Our farmers and ranchers are often first in line, and what happens to them is significant for citizen sovereignty and for our freedom as Americans. So these issues are really important, and the Mod case is a very important signifier of where this administration is headed when it comes to our farmers and ranchers. So please help me share this video, share this story, and pray for the Mod family, their kids, their parents, their community. We are down to the wire, not much time left. So please do what you can to push this story out there because it matters. Thanks, guys.